I'm Simon, and this is Michael. We are doing this for Inspiring Creativity, and Michael is an interesting individual. He is from the community and for the community, and we will show how that actually takes place and what this actually means. So, Michael, who are you? What do you do for the community?
I'm Michael. I'm 43 years old, married, and 3 children. What I do for the community, I do my hair job. Like here, I work as an aggression coach with children who has it difficult. But outside of my core job, I try to help youth, younger people, also older people with addictions, mostly with drugs addiction.
Wow. So where do you help, and how long have you been doing this for?
It's almost 4 years now, and they hired me because I always used to work at the fabric, with fixing cars. But I came on a solicitation, and the directress, the principal from the school, was touched with my story because I came from the streets. I was a junkie. I live on the streets. So now I'm almost 6 years clean. So this story touched her, and because I have a lot of experience on the streets, also on the one specific neighborhood in Ghent, the Brugse Poort. And that's the reason why they took me. I'm an expert by experience in drugs and addiction.
Yes.
Because I had an addiction of 18 years of cocaine, a very different life. I already had a child, but I stole money, I stole from my kids, I stole from my wife, from my father, just to get to my addiction. I did very bad stuff in my life. Luckily now I'm 6 years clean. And now for me it's important to help people with addictions. So I work with WEGWIJ Avros. They have a project that's been sponsored by the city of Ghent. It's called Early Out, and there I try to help people. I also do it on my own, but it's difficult because it costs money, and people with addiction mostly don't have the money.
Yes.
So I try to do as much as possible with this project of Early Out.
Right, and that bridges the gap between people having money and necessarily not being able to come to you, and your expertise comes into effect. And I suppose that was going to be my question: why do you do it, and what's your motivation? But your motivation is somewhat internal.
Nobody believed I would recover. My own father, my own life gave up on me, but I did. I became clean, so. For me, I think everybody can get clean. If they have their own motivation.
Yes.
So I try to give tricks, tips to help people.
Mentor and coach somebody on the path to
coaching
get
on a
clean.
very low base, not a very low base. I tell my story, how I did it.
Yes.
And sometimes people say, this I can also use. This maybe I can use.
It might be the light at the end of the tunnel that without
I also want to be a motivation. If you really want, you can do it.
Of course.
But it always has to come from yourself. And that's what the people with an addiction has to understand.
It's incredible with somebody in your position, what they can do for the greater environment, for the people who might feel lost or not necessarily have the ability to see out of it. You're saying, of course, there's a way, but you have to put in the work yourself.
Yes, then that's the most important. And if I see that people put work in, I help them very good. But sometimes you see that they think they come, they talk with me, and they're gonna be cured. No, that's not the way.
The work.
I know God. I don't have the solution.
The work has to be done internally. And what are some difficult cases you have worked with, 1 or 2, between here or addiction?
I can give you one case who is mixed, that I told you about. There's a boy here, 15 years old. He has a little brother of 8 years and a sister of 17 years. I have a good relationship with his aunt. And then she knows what I'm doing outside of my job here. She told me that his mama has a very bad alcohol addiction, so I try to help her. And yes, it's very difficult because she's a mother alone. I have the boy here at school, I have the mother with the addiction private, I try to help. Yes, we're still working. The case is still going on. I can give you an example. I was there one time. I was on house visiting with a mother, and she was drunk. There was all everywhere from cigarettes, still burning.
Oh no.
There was a child of 8 years old alone who hasn't eaten for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So what I did then is I make a plan. I took the little children with me. I have a good relationship with the aunt. The little boys go to the aunt. And every time she's drunk and I know it, I go take the little child, I put them away. The two other ones are 15 and 16 years old, they just go out.
Yes.
Because when they see their mother is drunk, they go out, but they leave the little one alone. I convinced her to go to a clinic for a couple of weeks because one thing I know, you have to work on yourself. But when you have 3 children,
yes,
and not the most little bit difficult children.
Yes.
But yeah, we know how it comes, why they are difficult.
Of course.
Because it has the environment. Yes.
Yes.
But the mother don't realize that her problem gives the children their problems. So for me, it's important that now she go away for, I hope, a couple of months to an African center clinic.
Yes.
And she work on herself. And hopefully then we can go help for.
Comes with that internal motivation to make sure that you actually want the help.
I want you to see when you clean, you fix problems on a whole other way.
Yes, and you help the world around you as well.
Yeah.
What you've observed in the communities that you've worked in and worked with, because you're working with different groups, whether it's the parents, the children, both. What does the community itself, or maybe the youth in the community, have you noticed them actually doing anything for their community? If this even exists?
Now it's starting. 1 month ago, Isababumi from Avos put everybody together from the neighborhood, everybody who helps the youth, the people from the Brugse Poort. And now we listen to each other.
Yes.
Because the other one did, you do that, you do that.
People were not even aware of what everybody was doing. Yes.
Yes, and it's not normal. Everybody's working isolated, and we also work sometimes. But no, we have to help each other, we have to expand. Not only Brugse Poort, but we take the murder, we take Nederland, we take other communities, and that's the problem.
So basically what you're recommending is that people have to come together to actually have these discussions. And then
yes, and there's a big problem because I understand people why they work as we cannot live from the work we do outside of our core job. You understand?
Meaning that you won't survive on it. You don't have the finances.
Yes, with the money I make of the earlier project, I cannot live. So I have to do other stuff. I work here,
right?
But I also do other stuff, personal training, just to get money for my family to live well. Because I put my family 18 years in poverty, and never again. So I work 14, 15, 16 hours a day, just to give my family what they want. Is it the right way? No, because my wife also tells you do too much, but for me it helps.
I guess that brings me to the next question, and it's rightfully so. What do you do to take care of yourself? So first, you're spending all this time, all this energy on helping the community as a whole, helping everybody in the community. You're also trying to take care of yourself and your family. You have to charge your battery in some way, and then it requires a lot from you. And at the same time, you don't even have the resources being provided, that you have to find your own resources.
Yes.
So really, what does a person do to take care of yourself, really?
To be honest, every morning I wake up and I ask myself, when does the burnout gonna come? How do you feel it? Because I have a colleague here who had a burnout, and I said, how did you sense that it's not okay? Because to be honest, I'm scared that one day I'm gonna get my club, like they say, and get a burnout, but I'm still going, maybe because I'm clean now. 6 years I'm clean. I bought a house, my kids looking good, they have what they have to have. My wife has it, you understand?
I do.
I provide my family.
Yes.
Maybe that's my recharge then.
So you have the support and you have a very strong why. You have a very strong why you're doing this.
And I have my fitness. For me, that's my addiction now, because I believe everybody with an addiction changes, it will change something else. I truly believe that.
So replace something bad with that positive.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Okay, and then I guess this concludes the interview, but do you have anything you'd like to add? That's number one, and where can people contact you?
I have my own website, Combat Coaching. I work from with VZ3 Avos, the early outpost. If you want for the fitness, go to this site on Instagram.
Yes. Okay.
For the fitness.
Yes.
And for the rest, you're at school. Of
course.
I'm always.
And the name of your school?
Stirka.
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 Okay. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.